Now, here is one thing that she is going to do. Kamala Harris is going to create an opportunity agenda for black men. And of course, this is pretty insulting in many ways, but provide $1 million loans that are forgivable for up to $20,000 for black entrepreneurs and others. So who is that? Or what is that? Is that Latinx? Probably too? Or is that everybody? So is this only for black entrepreneurs or is this for all entrepreneurs? $1 million loans for $20,000. And how are they going to divvy this up? Is this going to be like a pie chart? What percentage are going to be for black entrepreneurs and what are going to be for others? I'd like a little clarity on that, because is this an opportunity agenda for black men, or is it for all men, or is it just only for black men? I don't know. Support education, training, and mentorship programs that lead to good paying jobs for black men, like black jobs. Is that what she's talking about? I thought you weren't allowed to say that. So good paying jobs for black men. Sounds like it's like a unique category, including pathways to become teachers. So when Trump said the word black jobs, remember they lambasted him for that. That's racist. I can't believe, even though they say it all the time. Now, she's good paying jobs for black men, which I think is different. I don't know. Very confusing. Also, protect cryptocurrency investments. So black men who make them know their money is safe. Okay. Do black men have more concerns than other men with their crypto? Is there something wrong here? Why do they need special protections? Do black men have unique concerns with cryptocurrencies? Is this a racial thing that I'm unaware of? Is the blockchain a white supremacist? Satoshi. Yeah. I don't know why they need protection. Why do they need to protect? So they're protecting cryptocurrency investments. Very confusing. I don't know. I think that would be one of the most neutral things you could ever have, but I don't know. Maybe she thinks that black men are not capable of protecting their own cryptocurrency investments. And so Kamala will help protect them for them or something. I don't know. It sounds racist as hell to me, but this is Kamala. Now launch a national health initiative focused on the illnesses that disproportionately impact black men, and then legalize recreational marijuana for black Americans to succeed in this new industry. And if black men weren't excited about that enough, because Kamala Harris is going to be creating new opportunities, she has a whole post dedicated to that one, which is boom. No one should go to jail for smoking weed, which is hilarious because Kamala Harris prosecuted and put people in jail for smoking weed, which is just wild, and made jokes about it, right? Sent people to jail. She was a prosecutor. People went to jail for smoking weed. So it says Kamala Harris will legalize recreational marijuana, breaking down unjust barriers that hold black men and other Americans back, and making sure black Americans have opportunities to succeed as the marketplace takes shape. Okay. She prosecuted black men for marijuana and other drug crimes. And by the way, I don't think anybody should be in prison for marijuana or jail for marijuana. We do have a overcriminalization of drug crimes in the country. But this feels like a strange political maneuver to go after black men to say, we're going to protect your marijuana and your cryptocurrencies. It's a thing. I don't know. As you can tell, I am not a black man, so I do not have a lot of credentials to interpret this from that perspective. But it seems a little inappropriate to me. But it's Kamala Harris, so we'll see how it works out for her. It's a bold move, Cotton. We'll see what happens. Now, there's more. They're trying something. They got to do something because black men are not in love with Kamala, even though Obama came out and said she's basically your Kamala. And so you better vote for her or else.
Campaign still has real work to do, according to Pastor Charles Williams II. So how would you assess how the vice president's doing with 3 weeks to go?
Look, everybody's worried. I'd be considered a supporter, and I'm worried in regards to what the polling is suggesting and around black men.
Jerry Flynn Dale.
Yeah, he looks stressed. You can see it in his face. Look at that. He's even got those Keith Olbermann glasses, man. Do you see Mark Cuban is now wearing the Keith Olbermann and the Rachel Maddow glasses? It's like a thing on the left. It's funny.
Around black men.
Jerry Flynn Dale, who works in the city's hip-hop music industry, feels there hasn't been enough outreach to the black community.
She definitely need to talk to black males. The hip-hop community needs to hear more from VP Harris. about what is her plans and plans of action for black males. A lot of black males are not into the Harris campaign.
Marijuana, and crypto. Marijuana and crypto and some loans that might go to you and maybe some other people too. Yeah, they're just not into Kamala Harris. So there's a problem in the Kamala Harris campaign with black males. And so they're working hard to figure out what to do about that. And so speaking of black males, we're asking, where's the rest of the Democratic Party, in particular, Michelle Obama, who's now being asked, where you been? Okay, hit the campaign trail. Okay, we have a problem with this demographic. We need you out there. The former First Lady has been working behind the scenes to boost Harris, and they're expected to have her appear on the campaign trail, but it hasn't happened yet. Obama's been out there scolding black men. Do it or else you're in trouble. Bill Clinton has been out there saying if we vetted people, maybe they wouldn't be murdered by illegal aliens. That was a fun clip. But where's Michelle? The so-called Democratic superstar many would like to see helping Harris is not there. She's absent from the campaign trail. I wonder why. With just 20 days until the election, Michelle has worked behind the scenes to boost turnout in key swing states, but she has yet to schedule an official appearance. Two people familiar with this said that she has expressed fresh concerns about security following 2 assassination attempts against Trump. What? Does she think she's like Trump or something? Trump's getting shot at, so they're going to shoot at me? What? Both Harris and Trump are receiving an unprecedented level of security, more bulletproof glass, and other things. After the 2 assassination attempts, they recognize the new reality, and her low profile stands out after her rousing speech at the DNC. Now, she's expected to add campaign events, but nobody's commenting on it. Hillary is also coming out of the woodwork. Michelle has a unique appeal of being a popular surrogate. Yeah, we'll see. She views her role as a high-profile surrogate, and people often forget she's not a politician. More J6. Every story has J6 in it now because they just can't let it go. If we see a mountain in front of us, she said, and all right, quotes, highlights from her speech at the DNC. All right, we'll see if Michelle comes out and changes the narrative out there on the campaign trail. But what this gentleman says is it is looking a lot like Hillary. They have a lot of arrogance in their campaigning and their entire existence.
I think it's touch and go right now. I see shades of the Hillary Clinton campaign with the arrogance of a Democratic Party out of touch with the electorate.
Yeah,
I think
that's absolutely true. They keep calling people Latinx, lying about reparations, and then trying to argue why it's appropriate to mutilate your children. Similarly, we've got Doug, who is out on this podcast, and he recounts a story about how Kamala called him and gave him a talking to, read him the riot act. He was at a spin class working on his glutes, and Kamala needed him by her side. And so this is what it sounded like. This is the prospective first gentleman.
You said that communication is key, but she couldn't communicate with you immediately to tell you that Joe Biden had stepped down, correct? You were busy in spin class, right?
That was right. So I was in LA. It was during that weekend when all the planes were down because of the software glitch. So I had to spend an extra day in LA. I decided to go to a cycling class with some friends, and it was an hour class, and we were just chit chatting. I had my phone in the Secret Service car, so I didn't have my phone. And then my friend's partner just showed me his phone with the letter from President Biden. And I'm like, gotta go. And just ran into the car. And there was my phone, literally, like you could feel the steam, 7 or 8
Kamala.
messages, all with, where are you? Call Kamala. And it was a 1 minute or less conversation, which started with, where the F were you? I need you right now. And basically get to work. And I did.
You run out sweaty? Are you wearing the tight biking shorts? Do you have those clackety-clack spikes on the whole thing? Or
I try not to do the tight biking shorts, so I just do the
That's
long,
good.
old school Nike basketball shorts, which probably aren't great for spin class. But I was
no, those are
drenched
not.
in sweat, I took the clackety clack shoes off, and the car wasn't exactly on the curb. So it was still a couple of 100 yards of old guy half running, trying to get to that car to jump on the phone. And
wow, riveting story. All right. So he was at spin class. All right. Nothing wrong with spin class. I've done spin classes. They're good. Any exercise is good. So I support it all. Even Doug going to spin class, but hopefully he didn't backhand anybody on his way out. All right.